So, having adjusted your posture for meditation, rest your mind in stillness, gently at the center of your body, allowing your mind to become empty from all anxieties and worries, so that inside feels spacious. Allow your mind to rest in complete stillness, as if you never had any worries before. Without any attachments, without any worries, your mind should be still and free. And there's no need to think of anything at all. Your mind should be in complete stillness for a minute or two, while at the same time adjusting your posture, especially the way you close your eyes, to be completely comfortable and relaxed, without worrying about your external environment, even though your surroundings might not be ideal for meditation, or if your meditation mat might not be the most comfortable. Pretend you are not interested in these external factors. Our mind should be unmoved at our center, and we fill our mind with happiness and joy, as if it's refreshed the whole of the time, and filled with faith in the triple gem, in the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, which are our highest refuges. Because there's no higher thing which can be our refuge than these three things. As Buddhists, we should take the triple gem as our true refuge. It should be a refuge to our mind. Our mind should be aligned with these things, taking these things as our support in life, rather than resorting to superstitious charms or rites and rituals. Today, as we meditate, we'll take the opportunity to explore the inner meaning of the triple gem, the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, and how these can be the things which give us support and be our refuge. We shouldn't expect other things to be able to help us in times of trouble, no matter what other people might try to convince us. We should pay attention to the triple gem, rather than paying attention to these things which cannot be our true refuge, or help us to break free from suffering. Because anything other than the triple gem must eventually deteriorate. They must go through the cycle of arising, perpetuation, and decay. If they are not permanent, they cannot be a true refuge to us. Most people know that taking refuge in the triple gem is the first and foremost step which you need to take as a Buddhist. However, what do we mean by taking refuge? Shouldn't it be more than just saying a few words in the Pali language? A refuge is something that shelters us from adversity. If you are ill or injured, maybe a hospital is your refuge. If you are hungry and penniless, maybe a helpful relative can be your refuge. But what if you are cast adrift in the cycle of rebirth? What can you take as your refuge when you realize the perils of birth, old age, sickness and death, which are built into your very existence? If someone comes along and tells you that tree spirits can be your refuge, maybe you will go and worship tree spirits in order to give yourself comfort and overcome your fears. If someone tells you that a certain place of pilgrimage can be your refuge, maybe you will try to go there in order to give yourself comfort and try to overcome your fears. If someone tells you that faith in a certain deity you've never seen can be your refuge, maybe you will try to worship that deity in order to give yourself comfort and overcome your fears. Refuge, in a religious sense, usually focuses on an unknown factor, and it's the differences in the nature of the unknown factor which distinguish the different religions that we know in the world today. Buddhism, however, advocates that you take refuge in the triple gem, the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. But we have to understand what exactly we are focusing on, so that we cannot be accused of being gullible. So we have to know what we mean by the triple gem. In fact, the triple gem is something we can take refuge in on 3 possible levels of description. On the historical level of meaning, when we talk about the Buddha, we mean the historical personage of the founder of Buddhism, Siddhartha Gautama, who became enlightened under a Bodhi tree 2,500 years ago. When we talk of the Dhamma, we mean the things that Siddhartha Gautama was able to teach as a result of his enlightenment, which are nowadays found in the Buddhist scriptures. When we talk of the Sangha, we mean the historical community of monks, contemporary to Siddhartha Gautama, who became enlightened as a result of his teaching. On a slightly deeper level of meaning, which you can call the global level of meaning, we look beyond the historical origins of contemporary Buddhism to see that our Buddha was not unique, but that there have been many Buddhas down the ages. We see that there are similarities in the characteristics of these Buddhas down the ages, and as a result, we are able to come to conclusions about the characteristics of a Buddha, from which we can recognize ideals and values which we can try to instill in ourselves. Therefore, the triple gem as a refuge becomes the global ideals exemplified by Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha down the ages. On an even deeper level of meaning, which you can call the experiential level of meaning, we describe the triple gem, the Buddha, the Dhamma and Sangha, as the Buddha gem, the Dhamma gem and the Sangha gem, not outside ourselves, but as something which is already within ourselves, but which we must attain through meditation practice. If we can attain it for ourselves, that is what we call true taking of refuge. In the case of the Buddha gem, it is the undefiled body of enlightenment, or the Dhammakaya, at the center of the body. The Dhamma gem is the sphere of wisdom within the Dhammakaya, and the Sangha is the subtle presence within, which guards and perpetuates the Dhamma for posterity. Seeing Buddhism in this way, Buddhism is less of a religion or a belief system, but more of a lifestyle, because we understand that the reason we call ourselves Buddhists is that we are working towards attaining the triple gem within. The body, which we can see with our naked eye, is merely our physical body. It's not really ourselves. According to the Mahasatipatthana Sutta and the findings of the great abbot of Wat Phak Nam, we know that there are inner bodies which are more subtle, nested inside the physical body, which are referred to as the body in the body, or the inner bodies inside the physical body, which are nested inside of us. In fact, there are a total of 18 bodies that make up our body and mind, but in brief, to deal with the main categories, we start with the astral body, which is nested inside the physical human body, and which has the same features as our physical body. It is male if you are a man, it is female if you are a lady. It is nested and centered also at the 7th base of the mind, the 7th base which is 2 finger breadths above the navel. Inside the center of the astral body, there is the angelic body. It is a more subtle body. It is a body yet more subtle than the astral body, or the subtle human body. It is nested inside. It's a very beautiful body, with all the bodily trappings of a celestial being, at the center of the astral body. At the center of the angelic body, there is another body nested, which is the form Brahma body, which is at the center of the angelic body. At the center of the form Brahma body